On February 4, 2025, the world lost one of its most fascinating and controversial figures, Prince Karim Al-Husseini Aga Khan IV. He passed away at the age of 88, leaving his title and spiritual leadership of nearly 15 million Ismaili Muslims to his son Prince Karim Al-Husseini Aga Khan. Unlike many religious leaders, Aga Khan IV never lived a modest life. He was a billionaire who moved between high society, aristocracy, and global business empires. His world was filled with lavish estates, fast cars, exclusive yachts, and glamorous company, making him more akin to a Hollywood mogul than a traditional spiritual leader. The source of his fortune. The immense wealth of the Aga Khan stemmed from a unique financial structure within the Ismaili community. Every Ismaili follower contributed 10% of their income as a religious tithe to a fund controlled entirely by the Aga Khan. However, his financial empire extended far beyond donations. He established the Aga Khan Development Network, a vast business conglomerate that owned banks, luxury hotels, airlines, construction companies, and investment firms. He also profited immensely from thoroughbred horse racing, winning prestigious international competitions. Additionally, he secured massive international grants from organizations like the United Nations, the World Bank, and Western governments to support his humanitarian projects. A leader and a controversial figure. To his followers, Aga Khan IV was a guardian of faith and the future, using his wealth to build schools, hospitals, and universities, particularly in Africa, South Asia, and the Middle East. However, his extravagant lifestyle often sparked controversy. He owned palaces in Paris, Geneva, and Kenya, drove Ferraris and Rolls-Royces, and spent summers on private islands. His weddings and social events were attended by royalty, celebrities, and notably, stunning women. Many conservative Muslims criticized him for being too secular, too westernized, and too indulgent. His advocacy for women's education and scientific progress further alienated hardliners. His multiple divorces only added to the controversy, as traditional Islamic leaders disapproved of his personal choices. Despite this, Aga Khan IV remained a respected and powerful figure, influencing economies, international relations, and even the fashion world. A dynasty of beauty and power. One intriguing pattern within the Aga Khan family is their tendency to marry top models or extraordinarily beautiful women. This tradition can be traced back to Aga Khan IV's father, Prince Ali Khan, who was famous for his love of racing, luxury, and beautiful women. His most notable marriage was to Hollywood icon Rita Hayworth in 1949 AC, a union that captivated the world but ended in divorce just 4 years later. Following in his father's footsteps, Aga Khan IV's own relationships were just as high profile. His first wife, Salima Aga Khan, was a former British fashion model, Sally Croker-Poole. Despite their grand wedding and aristocratic roots, their marriage ended in divorce in 1995, after years of rumored affairs and scandals. His second wife, Gabrielle Renate Homi, was an elegant German aristocrat who took the name Inara Aga Khan after converting to Islam. Their 1998 wedding was a luxurious affair, but by 2004 cracks had appeared in their relationship. The couple endured a decade-long legal battle, with Inara ultimately receiving a settlement of approximately $54 million in 2014. After his second divorce, Aga Khan IV never remarried, but continued to be romantically linked with Beatrice von Schulenburg, a European socialite. Unlike his previous relationships, this one remained discreet and never led to marriage. Perhaps a lesson learned from his costly past divorces. The pattern continues. This pattern of marrying beautiful women extended to Aga Khan IV's children. His daughter, Princess Zahra Aga Khan, married British businessman and former model Mark Boyden, but their marriage ended in divorce. His son, Prince Hussein Aga Khan, wed American-born Kristen J. White, who became Princess Halia upon converting to Islam, but their union also ended in separation. The youngest son, Prince Rahim Aga Khan, married supermodel Kendra Spears, who became Princess Salwa Aga Khan. Their wedding was an intimate but high-profile event at Château de Bellerive in Switzerland. However, even their marriage followed the family's trend of separation, as they quietly divorced in 2022. Why do the Aga Khans marry models? The pattern of the Aga Khan men marrying models and actresses is not a coincidence, but rather a reflection of their environment and status. The Aga Khans are not traditional rulers with a kingdom, but they are part of the international aristocracy. Their world is filled with exclusive fashion events, yacht parties, polo matches, and high society gatherings. In these circles, the most beautiful and sophisticated women are not just admired from afar, they are part of their daily reality. Additionally, their public image plays a crucial role. As global elites, their wives represent the dynasty at high-profile events and charity galas, reinforcing the image of a modern, sophisticated leader. Their westernized lifestyles influence their romantic choices, setting them apart from other Muslim dynasties that rely on arranged marriages for political alliances. The downfall of fairy tale marriages. Despite their fairy tale beginnings, these marriages rarely lasted. Several factors contributed to their repeated failures. 1. Cultural differences. Many of these women came from Western backgrounds, where independence and personal freedom were highly valued. Adapting to the expectations of royal life in the Aga Khan family often proved challenging. 2. Demanding lifestyles. The Aga Khan men led extraordinarily busy lives, constantly traveling for business, philanthropy, and religious duties. This often left their wives feeling isolated. 3. Infidelity and scandal. Many of these marriages ended amid rumors of affairs. Aga Khan IV, like his father before him, was known for showering women with extravagant gifts, but often lost interest over time. A legacy of wealth, power, and heartbreak. Ultimately, the story of Aga Khan IV and his family proves that wealth, status, and beauty do not guarantee happiness in love. Despite their unimaginable fortunes and royal titles, their relationships followed a familiar cycle: passion, luxury, and eventual heartbreak. So, what truly matters more, money or love? Would you choose a life of luxury and power, knowing that happiness in relationships is never promised? Or would you prefer a simpler life filled with true love and loyalty? Let me know your thoughts, and if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more incredible insights into the world of royalty, wealth, and power. Thank you for reading.